Hey, I'm here to walk you through some of the basics with the terminal. So, to open up the terminal, there's a cool little function at the top of your screen in your Macs with the hour or the magnifying glass. It's a spotlight search, which has gives you access to all your files within your Mac. For instance, like your FaceTime, you can have access to that. But since today we're talking about the terminal, let's open up our terminal. And this is that little funky like black box that you probably have never seen. But if you're becoming a web developer or want to like get more into computers or even save the things on your computer onto an outside source like GitHub, it becomes very important to have just a basic understanding and knowledge of the functions and commands that help you do that. I'm going to open up two different terminals. One's called iTerm2, which is sort of a terminal with extra features that you can download on the App Store. But I'm going to work in my traditional default terminal that comes on all Macs. But this is the terminals. The black box itself can be called the command line interface or referred to as a CLI. So if you're reading about like command lines or maybe pushing repos up to GitHub or like getting more into computers, you'll see it called that. So this squiggly line represents in my home directory. And so to sort of like give you an understanding of what that means, I'm going to type in a function called ls, and it stands for list. And so when I hit it, it's going to give me a list of all the things in my home directory. So as we see, there's applications, there's my desktop, my Dropbox, music, all kinds of files. And to get into that file, I can hit CD, so change directory, and I can go into desktop. And that will go to my desktop. I can also, instead of hitting CD, just type in desktop, and that'll navigate me to the same place. But if you're experiencing problems with your own command line with that function, you should use CD and then the file that you want to go to, because each operating system is a little bit different, so you may experience problems there, but that should get you to where you want to be. So as we see, we're at my desktop now, so right here, and on my desktop you can see there isn't much, but there is 3 files up here that are on my desktop. And so there's programs, developer, and hype. So what I'm going to do is to show you and give you understanding of like how the command line works. I'm going to hit ls again for my list. So this is going to give me a list of all the items on my desktop. And as you can see, there's developer, hike, and programs. So we get programs, developer, and hike. And so then we can navigate to those files by hitting CD. Let's go to my programs file. And now we're in, as you can see, my programs. And so let's see what is actually in there. So hit ls again. And we see that there's 2 things. There's the market app and tic-tac-toe file. So let's open up my programs to see how they differ or they're similar, just to give you an understanding. So as I see, I've navigated in my programs file, and there's two files, market app and my tic-tac-toe, which is the same as what's in the terminal with market app and tic-tac-toe. So we can see now that we're actually like getting to real places on our computer. So to navigate out of my programs and back to my desktop, which is sort of like a parent element or a parent file of my programs, I can hit period backslash. So that will go back out of that file and into the higher ordered file. And so now we're on my desktop, and we can go to like hike, which is to the hike file now. Now we've accessed this file, or then back out of it. And so just to give you sort of another understanding of like what the command line can do is, now that we're on my desktop, let's create a file and put it on my desktop using the command line. So I'm going to hit touch, and what touch does is it is the command for creating a file. And so let's name this file like file. So what this is going to do is create a file, named file, and put it on my desktop. And as we can see, we have this pop up on my desktop, and it's an empty file. So we can see now that the command line can create files, and it also can remove them by hitting RM and then file. And now it's gone. So you can see sort of the functions in it. There's a lot that it can do, but I just wanted to show you some of just the very basics that'll hopefully help you get to know the command line and become maybe a better developer, or someone who now has more understanding of the command line. Thanks for watching.